Hello dear friends and followers, welcome back to my channel. I am your officer Spy. So today we are going to start with a new bunch of episodes that is on jet engines. So probably jet engine will study about all the advancements and back end what happened to jet engines and will progress on to the next level. So without wasting a time, let's get started. History. It is perceived as a series of distinct and discrete events. Indeed, the timeline at the end of this episode shows us such a perspective. Collectively, it is a technological progress and impressive even by the standards of 20th and 21st centuries. So let's begin with the jet engine. In the early days, that is in 1903, as the Wright brothers achieved powered flight at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, the craft was powered by 12 HP piston engine that flew for 12 seconds and covered 120 feet. So next, in a 20 years later, a Rolls-Royce R engine that is capable of 2530 HP that powered a submarine S6B to a new world record of 407.5 mph. So in 1922, Maxim Gluman patented his idea for an axial jet engine. Dr. A. Griffith was a mathematician and aerodynamist who published the first rotating test rig, an axial turbine and the compressor. But in fact, it was a Frank Whittle of a Royal Air Force who patented first proposal for turbojet in 1928. Yes friends, in 1937 the first turbojet in the world to run at not controlled of 8000 rph. Compressor in 1940s that struggled to achieve 5 to 1 compression ratio. In 2005 we achieved the ratio of 42 to 1. See how drastically we developed. And our turbine entry temperature has risen from 1000 degrees Celsius to 1700 degrees Celsius in 21st century, while SFC to 12.56. Obviously, as an efficiency and power increase, the range of possible jet engine also grows. So friends, the first application of a jet engine were basically for military aircraft, which grew with the General Electric and Pratt & Whitney came to dominate the market of engines. Passenger aircraft required power and economy, where the attack aircraft needed the speed and special performance at every altitude. Concorde proved that, achieving 25 times more thrust than the old engine, flying 3 times the speed with a lower specific fuel consumption. It flew twice the speed of the sun for 27 years. But the real trend for passenger transportation was not to go faster, but bigger, quieter, cleaner, cheaper to run. So just imagine how the engine growth is going on in this episode. So then comes Boeing 747 with an RB211 engine, which was the first turbojet turbofan bypass engine. Based on the military had always wanted an aircraft with the maneuverability of an helicopter and a speed of jet engine in one. The Harrier made the aviation history in 1969, the world's first frontline vertical short takeoff and landing aircraft. Then the focus on turbofan and the military air engines grew not only with the knowledge of operations but also using the right materials for use. Together, the silicons and titanium alloys sprinkle the human intelligence and take much of the credit for efficiency of modern engines. So today, we are so advanced to manufacture jet engines that we implement CAD and CAM facilities to think of engineering models and would save time. FEA models to analyze the stresses on the materials and the CFD to predict and simulate the flow is very useful. So today, the engine is half the weight and burns half the fuel as compared to 1950s engines and the designs. So friends, this episode is now here with a jet engine evolution. So friends, now we studied everything about the jet engine, how it evolved, and what do you think of the old engines and new engines. Comment in the section below. Meet you up in our next video with a new interesting concepts, and we'll go in detail in the jet engine concept. So thank you. Please subscribe the Officer Aerospy channel, like, share and comment in the section below. Meet you up in the next video. Your Officer Aerospy.